Welcome to Marketecture, where you can get smart fast with in-depth interviews of leading technology vendors. I'm Mike Shields, and I'm here with Eric Hoffert. He's the Senior Vice President of Video at Xandr, and also the Head of Invest Product and Engineering. Hey, Eric, thanks for being here.
You bet. Really glad to be able to talk to you, Mike.
My assumption would be that you're competing with the Trade Desk and others like it. Is Invest just serving the same kind of advertisers that are doing programmatic ads all over the web and television and video and everything else, or is it a different set?
No, that is accurate. And
Okay.
actually, there are two flavors of Invest. There's Invest DSP and there's also Invest TV. So we really cover the full spectrum in terms of different flavors of video and television. From a buy-side perspective, we support in-stream video, connected television, addressable television, set-top box,
Right.
Video that would be in gaming, data-driven linear TV. A lot of these different formats are supported.
On that point, we can come back to the other pieces, but on the DSP side, what makes Invest unique from other competitors in terms of lots of buy-side companies will work on different sides of the business, but in terms of features, data integrations, interoperability, what kind of sets it apart?
It's fair to say that actually, in this regard, there's a few areas of differentiation that are really exciting for us that have developed as a result of both the joining forces with Microsoft Advertising, as well as the announcement that was made in July together with Netflix. And I can certainly start from the perspective of exclusive inventory, and in this case, the world's leading streaming service being something that's really unique to the Invest platform on the buy side that we can offer to advertisers. And then with Microsoft and Microsoft Advertising, there's a global audience data set that's one of the key assets with Microsoft that's available to us as a really important opportunity that has things like search intent data, rich demographics, and again, a global footprint from a data perspective. That's one key part of the mix for Invest in terms of differentiation on the supply and data side before we get into functionality and roadmap and features.
Many DSPs will allow brands to bring in their own data, allow some kind of data matching tool or clean room product, or they'll plug in lots of the different data sources. Is the Microsoft data, can you talk about how that is used and why that is potentially a competitive advantage? What makes it different?
Well, first of all, we have been joining forces with Microsoft for just a few months. So there's important work that's still to come to fruition in terms of the full integration of that data. But in terms of the uniqueness of the data set, as I said, it's global. It's based on the many different properties that Microsoft Advertising is associated with. And it has a rich set of demographic data associated with it. As I mentioned, it's associated with Bing, so you've got search intent data. So what different products people might be in the market for when they're searching on the web, for example, is part of that data. And it has a very large footprint based on the scale of Microsoft in terms of a global data set. So there's a set of characteristics there from a data and audience perspective that are unique and are large scale that can be very beneficial for advertisers.
And is the majority of that data, because it's Microsoft is collecting it directly, safe, quote unquote, if if and when cookies really go away and the first party becomes sort of the rule of the land?
Yeah, there's a lot of respect at Microsoft for privacy and being privacy compliant in terms of the use of audience data. That's really, in many ways, also a differentiator for us and the approach that we're taking, as well as our orientation around the open web being a kind of a really key point of alignment that we have, even going back in time with AppNexus as a platform for the open web, as well as Microsoft Advertising and the focus that they've had on open web and open platform.
Thanks for listening. To hear the complete interview, subscribe at marketecture.tv.